I have on the desk two power inverters. Both power inverter and is called modified. So call it mod. The main question is this inverter much better than this? I have on the desk two power inverters. Both are like a similar power. This is like a 300 watt and this is 350 watt, and they are from two different shelves. The cheapest one and maybe not the most expensive but quite reputable company. This one is a so-called modified sine power inverter, and this is like a pure sine power inverter. Let's try to check them and check what's going on with these so-called modified sine power inverters and like a pure sine power inverters. Let's prepare a kind of testing setup. This old oscilloscope heat a bit, and also with generator. We have our power source, car battery, oscilloscope to check how this waveforms looks, and generator to show how it should look like a proper sine wave from the main network, from the power grid. To tell the truth, I can use the isolation transformer, but I don't know where I fit the small one, so we use the oscilloscope with generator. I set frequency on 50 Hertz, like in our mains. Okay, exactly 50 Hertz. And we have the output of generator is connected to the second channel of the oscilloscope. So right now this looks like a proper sine wave from our mains. Yeah, so let's try connect this bit more expensive power inverter pure sine wave. Yeah. Anyway, we operate with potential danger voltage. This small lamp will be our minimal load, because we need load to operate with. Power inverter. Connect off, okay. Minus. Plus feed. Okay. Okay, and we have live here. Problem is connected on channel 1, first channel. Okay, let's switch on works, and after few seconds, like maybe 2 seconds, it's powered this lamp. Let's check how it looks wave on channel 1. How, as you see, is nearly nothing changed, but this is from the second probe. Only here is when the wave cross the zero is a bit distorted, but looks like a proper sine wave, proper shape. Let's try to, if I can. Still have to hit a bit. It's you see, it's same shape. It means it's a real proper sine inverter. And right now we're going to test this red box. Straight line, because there's no power on the output, and we switch on. Bit lonely, yes. Okay, and the lamp was powered immediately, no delay, anything. And how looks, if anybody hear me, how looks this wave? This is proper, and this is what we get from our power inverter, and is called modified. So call it modified. To tell the truth, here is a line, but this oscilloscope not show. This is like a too slope, so it's going not like a similar shape to sine wave at all. So what's going on? To tell the truth, this term, like a word modified sine, this is like a clear marketing, because it sounds like something we have like a sine wave and we modified it and it's just modified. No, it should be called like an approximate sine wave, because it never was a sine wave. It's quite different shape, it's square wave. One of quite important parameter is how much our inverters eat battery power, not power, capacity on idle. It means it switch on, we don't take any power, but it's switch on. So on idle it's consume some power. Let's try to set, like usually, kind of testing setup. On first we use this red one, cheap stuff. Okay, and we switch on. It works. You heard it. And we don't take any power from it. And we already ate 0.50 fuel, 50, bit less than 0.6, but anyway, this is over half an ampere. Let's check how this situation look with bit more expensive stuff. course, such a connection is not good if we wanna take any power from this battery, but in case just of testing idle is okay. Okay, we switch ammeter. So right now it's taking similar amount, 0.6, even a bit more than previous, but let's wait a few seconds. What's happened? You see right now, because this inverter have a kind of eco mode or sleep or whatever, saver mode. After some time he switch on idle to go sleep, and only checking if any load is connected. If it's not connected, he stay in the sleep mode. So this is the feature usually on more expensive and better inverters. Of course, this is like a different style how it works. Sometimes he go to the sleep mode, and if in a half an hour or 1 hour nothing changed, he switch off definitely. Sometimes it depends on the brand and producer, can left in a sleep mode for quite long. Some inverters have 2 levels of such a economy. But under load, which inverter takes more power from our battery? Let's try to set, like usually, kind of testing quick. We connect load. It's a 40 watt. Works, and right now we try to measure. Five amp, 4.9. Time for again. He make a test, and yeah, right now he switch on. .9. So it means you can save around 3.94. It's a difference around 20%. Usually in commercials of inverters, you have like this is like an inverter 2 kilowatts by 4 kilowatts. Like a 4 kilowatts is a big power. Come on. It's nothing. It's again marketing. Here all you have output power 350 watts continuous. It means this is lower, because usually, of course, it depends on the size of transformer core inside the inverter, but usually this peak output power, this is something like a 10 milliseconds. So it's a 1/10 of the second. It's nothing. it's not useless, totally useless. If this inverter can withstand like a peak power for 1 second, or maybe not even one full, but nearly 1 second, will be good, because for induction load like motors, it will be perfect. But 10 milliseconds or 15 is nothing. So when you take a look for, also it's I surprised. So here is quite cheap, and still is only like a one figure even. So maybe because it's branded by Germans. Okay, so when you take a look for commercials, always only consider this lower power as a continuous power. So different inverters, similar technology, but of course it's not like a different product. It's a just cheap version on of same product. Where this guy's saving money? Just in a, this is two options, not 2 options, 2 points. One, this is like a transformer. Proper inverter should weight more. Let's check it, just for fun. So this 1.2 kilo, and this cheap one half of that, and this cheap one has this is aluminium and this is plastic. It's a lighter cover, so it's lighter, so it's a half of this weight. Similar 300 and 350 output power. So means here they try to save as much as they can on transformer. So finally, if you wanna be on the safer side, you have to choose better pure sine inverter, because it can power it everything without any problems. With cheaper so-called modified sine wave, should be approximate sine wave, you are on the verge. Some of mobile phone chargers works quite well, some not. In theory should work perfect, but sometimes not. I don't know, we have to check the design of the charger. So this is generally better choice. I don't talk about this company, just like a pure like a sine wave inverters. Of course, everywhere is like a lot of marketing words on the market, and sometimes even this pure sine wave is poorly designed. And what we can do, because buying something from the highest shelf is really expensive, so we have to operate in the middle shelf, let's say.